The next morning, Julia's throat was so swollen she could barely swallow water. She wore a scarf to cover the bruises, but they were too dark to hide completely. She told the children she was sick and they would not be going to school that Friday. Then she called her brother in Lagos. Telling him was the hardest thing she had ever done. The shame was overwhelming, but Julia spoke the truth. She told him everything. About the years of abuse, about the lies she had been living, about nearly being strangled to death in her own kitchen. Her brother was silent for a long moment, then he said he was coming to get her. Julia didn't tell anyone else. Not the assistant pastor, not the women in her fellowship, not her closest friends at church. She simply started packing. She packed her children's clothes and important documents. She withdrew the little money she had access to. She moved carefully, quietly, waiting for her brother to arrive. On Saturday afternoon, while Edmond was at a 2-day ministerial meeting, Julia's brother came with his wife. They loaded the bags into the car quickly. Julia left her wedding ring on the bedroom dresser. She left no note. She took her children's hands and walked out of the house that had been her prison for so many years. When Edmond returned from the conference that evening, he found the house empty. He called Julia's phone immediately. She picked on the third ring. He asked where she was, and she told him calmly that she had left the marriage. She said she was not coming back. Edmond exploded. His voice was loud even through the phone. He called her names. He told her she was nothing without him. Then he switched tactics. He said she could leave if she wanted to be stupid and ungrateful, but she had to bring his children back. The children belonged to him. She had no right to take them. Before Julia could respond, her brother snatched the phone from her hand. He shouted at Edmond. He told him he was a wicked man. He said he should have killed him for what he did to his sister. He promised that if Edmond came near Julia or the children, he would deal with him. Edmond shouted back, making threats of his own. The call ended with both men breathing hard and Julia sitting in shocked silence. That Sunday, when people came to church, expecting to see the first family, only Pastor Edmond was present. People immediately noticed. After service, several members approached him asking about Julia and the children. Edmond smiled and said they were sick. He said they needed rest at home. Some women offered to visit Julia to check on her and pray with her. Edmond refused politely. He insisted that visitors would disrupt their rest. He said Julia would appreciate their prayers but needed privacy. Julia had already switched off her phone. She knew people would try to reach her. She knew questions would come, so she made herself unreachable. The following Sunday, Julia and the children were still absent. More people asked questions.